Hello students, this is a short story, The Piece of String for 6th semester students taken from the Osmania University textbook. This story is written by Guy de Maupassant. He is a very famous French writer. You might have read his short stories earlier. Have you read the short story The Necklace, written by Guy de Maupassant? He often talks about the harsh realities of life, and he also emphasizes on human nature. So he is a very important 19th century writer, French writer. He's actually suffered from some mental disturbance and he died on July 16th, 1893. But his works continue to be widely studied and admired, widely read as well. So the main characters in this story are Hodgkin and Maurice Pommel. Hodgkin is a very poor, thrifty and honest peasant. He is very much concerned with his reputation. But throughout this story, you can see he is suffering from false accusation. So the setting is Goderville, which is a town in France. It was a market day in which this incident is happening. And the whole atmosphere of the story is that of doubt, that of suspicion, gossip and false accusation. This person did not do anything wrong, but then he is accused of doing something that is not correct. So we'll find out what is that incident. You know, when you are falsely accused and you haven't done anything wrong, then you suffer from psychological distress. Okay, so the core theme of this story is false accusation and his good name is destroyed. It is tarnished. So you face a kind of ostracism from the society. He faces isolation and also mistrust. Now coming to the summary of this short story that is written by Guy de Maupassant, you can understand that it is a very powerful story, very short story, very powerful in tone, and it talks about injustice and also about the reputation in society. We also understand the cruel nature of society. So it is set in France. This incident happens on a market day in French countryside. And the whole story revolves around an innocent man. He is falsely accused of theft. He didn't do anything wrong, but then people accuse him of doing something wrong. The story highlights the theme of suspicion, social judgment, and also the struggle of the main character for convincing people that he is not wrong. He has done something correct, but then people are not ready to understand his version of the story. The story takes place in a village of Goderville on market day. Hodgkin, an old and frugal Norman peasant, is walking through the marketplace. He notices a small piece of string on the ground. So this person is very thrifty, extremely thrifty. So he bends down to pick up that string, thinking that it might be useful for him later. However, as he picks it up from the ground, another person notices him. That is the harness maker, Melandin. He notices the person picking up something from the ground. So that person was watching him suspiciously, and this main character is embarrassed because some other person is noticing his actions, and he tries to hide his action from the other person. He is pretending to be looking for something else. Later that day, a public announcement is made. To his bad luck, somebody lost his wallet containing money that is gone missing now. And who is accused of this act? Hodgkin is accused of stealing it, because this Melandin had seen Hodgkin picking up something from the ground. So he is taken for questioning. Hodgkin's desperate protest that he only picked up a piece of string, nobody believes him. So who will believe that Hodgkin has taken a string from the ground? People usually ignore such stuff, but being a very thrifty person, he has collected a string, and to his bad luck, he is falsely accused of his theft. His reputation as a cunning man works against him, and the villagers assume that he is guilty. Though the wallet is eventually found and returned by another person, Hodgkin's troubles do not end. Instead of clearing his name, the villagers mock him, believing that he must have originally taken the wallet but later disposed of it to escape punishment. So, once a bad name is made, then you can't escape from it. People will create their own gossip, their own stories to ridicule you. The more Hodgkin insists on his innocence, the more they ridicule him, convinced that his exaggerated defensiveness proves his guilt. He is humiliated and tormented by injustice. He becomes obsessed with proving that he did not do anything wrong. He hasn't done anything wrong. He is trying to prove his innocence, but nobody is destined to believe him. He repeatedly tells his story to anyone who will listen, but his words only reinforce his belief in his guilt. So he carries the psychological burden in him. So we find this story has so much of relevance even today. You find so many innocent people, they are proved guilty. They haven't done anything wrong, but once they are accused guilty, then that bad name will never go off. It is always tied to their name. So this is a kind of a cautionary tale